Hello, guys. I welcome you all to another informative session with the TA effect. It looks like I'm smoking. Yeah, it's really cold today. As you can see, it's actually snowing. It's snowing. It's actually snowing today. I formally welcome you all to today's episode. Yeah, today we'll be talking about the major changes. I earlier posted a video, but it was actually in my local dialect, right? Yes. I want you guys to have a look at how it looks over here. You know, Canada is very beautiful. This is for my porch, right? Yeah, it's really beautiful. It snowed yesterday. Yeah, yesterday evening it started snowing here in Ontario. Yeah, that's how it looks like. It's a little bit cold. It's not really cold, like it's a little bit cold, you know. Yeah. As you can see the man right there, he's all covered. His ears, his hands, everything is changed. Yeah. As you can see, someone is riding on a bicycle, so it should tell you that it's not really cold out there. And he's also in shorts. Yeah, he's in a short. Yeah. So let's get to today's video, right? That's Canada here. It started snowing from this side. So today I want us to be talking about some major changes that IRCC has made. I made a video. I think 2 days ago, and then it was actually my local dialect, but my people from the international places were not so happy with it. So um, they told me to redo a video like so. I've decided to like stream live today, and then have an interactive session with all of you guys. Just a minute, let me fix this phone right here. I think this is good. Okay, so do we are we aware that Canada has put a record? It has put on record that with respect to the 38,000 visas that they were expecting on December 2023, only 20,000 will be approved, and they will actually be processing only 20,000. This is to tell you that the remaining 18,000, what will happen? Are they going to get refused? Are they going to be shortlisted? Are they going to be waitlisted? We have no idea. Yes. And also in June 2023, 700 Indian graduates, they were facing possible deportations after studying for 4 years in Canada because of what? Their acceptance letters were brought, all the acceptance letters were found to be what? Fake. But let's remind ourselves that 4 years before they came here, on their port of entry, they were asked of their acceptance letter, which they proved it. At that point, they didn't see it was fake. After 4 years, studying here in Canada is way expensive. 1 year in a college can cost you like 18,000 Canadian dollars. Multiply that by 4. Studying in the university is way expensive. You can pay like $25,000 up to 40,000 Canadian dollars times 4. That's almost more than 100,000 Canadian dollars. And after you are done with your school, you apply for PR or your citizenship, and it comes to light that we have 15 people. Wow, that's good. And it comes to light that the acceptance letter that you brought 4 years back is fake. So leave Canada. It's really going to be a very hectic thing, right? It's it's not something that I wish for everyone. So that is actually the basis for our video today. You know, earlier this month, the Canadian Border Service Agency reviewed almost like 103 study permits. And out of the 103, it will shock you to know that only 63 were found to be genuine. Like 63 applicants that submitted theirs out of the 103, only 63 were having genuine acceptance letters. The remaining 40 were all fake. We don't know who these 40 people are, right? So as a result, a new rule by Ircc has been announced, which is actually our topic for today. I welcome you guys all to today's live stream. This is actually our first live stream. I welcome you all. Welcome you. Thank you guys for coming on board. Thank you very much. And if it's your first time joining our family, I really entreat you to subscribe to our channel. Watch our videos, like them. Henceforth, as I said, moving forward is only going to be English, a little bit of our local dialects. Most of our videos will be English. Majority of them, all of our videos are English speaking, right? Yes. So back to your video. More than 700 college students from India were facing possible deportation, as I said earlier. That's in like June 2023. And then it was through the intervention of New Delhi, right? Yes, it was through the intervention of New Delhi that these people were pardoned. New Delhi actually raised the issue with Ottawa. Ottawa is the capital of Canada. I know a lot of people think it's Toronto. No, Toronto is just popular, but the capital of Canada is Ottawa. Yes. So New Delhi raised this issue with Ottawa, and the Canadian government put the deportation on hold. Let's ask ourselves, since they were Indian students, Indian graduates that had the intervention of New Delhi. New Delhi is also a big city in India. Let's ask ourselves as Africans that if it were to be Africans, 700 Africans facing this possible deportations, it was a big issue. Who and which African city, which African politician, which African celebrity, name them, which one of them would have intervened? To me, I think no one would have intervened. And even if you try intervening, where is it going to reach? Who are you going to talk to? I really think no politician is that influential here in Canada, right? So this is why we should be very careful when we are indulging the services of these connection men, these agents who try to maneuver their way through, bring you here in Canada, because it can be very hectic. It can be it's such an unpleasant experience spending these sums of money through your studies in Canada here, your living expenses, your bills, your miscellaneous fees that you need to pay through your studies. And after all of this, you are told the documents that you submitted, they are fake. That is what we call misrepresentation. So we want you to leave Canada right away. It's really going to be a very bad time for such a person. So we should be very careful when we are indulging the services of these people. All right. So Canada has announced a new verification process for foreign students after a visa fraud, as I spoke about. So effective December 1, 2023, this new verification is going to be enforced. And then it's going to be only verification of letter of acceptances. That is what is going to what this verification is going to be about. They are only going to verify every acceptance letter that we bring in. So, and it will shock you that Canada is not going to cap on the number of international students they are going to bring in. That is, they are not going to refuse or deny visas just because you are an international student. They are actually going to strengthen and protect international students from these visa fraud. And this verification is going to be a prerequisite to obtain your study permit. Yes, Ircc will confirm from the school that you said you've gotten admission from. We are going to confirm from the school and ask if truly they issue the acceptance letter to you. So in a case where the schools object to such a thing, your visa is not going to be approved, right? Yes. So while announcing this new rule by Ircc's minister, Honorable Mark Miller, on Friday, he added that they are not in favor of imposing a cap on new international student arrivals. But this verification process will ensure that study permits are issued based on only genuine grounds. He added that this enhanced verification is going to protect students from letter of acceptance fraud and to help them avoid similar problems that some students have faced earlier this year. Yes. So that said, this new rule, with this new rule, the institutions will be required to confirm with every applicant's letter of acceptance directly with the RCC. And Honorable Macmillan also added that plans to implement several measures have been put in place to strengthen Canada's international student program and at better protecting genuine students from fraud. So he listed out 3 measures that will be put in place. That is what I want us to tackle. So starting December 1, 2023, post-secondary designated learning institutions will be required to confirm every applicant's letter of acceptance directly with RC. That's one measure. They are going to authenticate all acceptance letters from the colleges and institutions before your study visa will be given to you. Secondly, beginning for 2024 semester, that's next year, September 2024, RCC will adopt a recognized institution framework to benefit post-secondary DLIs that set a higher standard for services, support, and outcomes for international students. These DLIs will benefit, for example, from the priority processing of study permits for applicants who plan to attend their school. And also, institutions that demonstrate strong support for international students will be recognized, and the applicants will move to the front of the line for processing. And we will be able to better select and retain those students that are best suited to meet the needs of Canada's economy and immigration goals. So what this means is that they're actually moving from DLI to recognized institution. And the institution that which will be recognized will benefit. All the applicants will benefit what we call the priority processing of study permits. Yes, that is, for example, this is an example. This is not a fact. This is just an example. Let's just say University of Toronto is under what? The recognized institution list. And let's say you happen to apply to University of Toronto. You will get a faster processing time than someone whose school or institution is not falling under what the recognized institution list. So what I would tell us to do is we should be on the lookout for the list of recognized institutions. It's not actually out, but gradually it's going to be out. If it comes out, let's target those schools. We shouldn't focus on schools that are not part of the recognized institution, because though your school will have a DLI or be PGWP eligible, but if it doesn't fall under the recognized institution list, you will get your visa, but it's going to take a long time. They need to process for those whose schools have what met the recognized institution framework. And lastly, in the coming months, RCC will complete an assessment of post-graduation work permit program criteria and begin introducing reforms to better calibrate it to meet the needs of Canadian labor market, as well as regional and francophone immigration goals. What this means is that they will be doing some reforms in the PGWP program, because they feel internationals are very brilliant, they are very dedicated, tax-oriented, they are driven, and they are very effective. So this reform will retain more international students in Canada to help them build their economy. Yes, personally, I feel priority will be given to those in the high demand courses, especially with healthcare, with agriculture, with trade, with sales, with accounting, with IT, with tech, with transportation, those kind of courses. They will be actually giving priority to all of these people, so they will retain them. And retaining them in a way directly will lead you to your PR, since I think they mentioned they will be doing some regional and francophone immigration thing. So yeah, currently we have some provincial nominee programs and stuff. So they will be coming up with more of these immigration goals that these international students who have been retained will benefit and have their PR straight away, right? Yes. So what I would like us to all take notice. I know a lot of people are desperate to come to Canada to study. That should not actually be our desperation. Our desperation should be targeted towards we doing the right thing. you might get a school, an agent, a connection man will just come in. Oh, I can help you get your school and stuff. He'll give you all the sweet things about it. You will fall victim to it. Maybe you don't want, maybe you do not have the right document, the required documents to meet the school's eligibility to get admission. He will tell you, oh, I can maneuver my way through it. Maybe he will print some fake documents for you, some fake what's results, some fake transcript and stuff for you. You will get the admission because those schools, they are in for the money. And once they feel you meet the criteria, they will just give it out to you. But let's not forget that these white people, their database never crash, right? They never crash. They will not say anything because a time will come where you will come to them knocking on their doors for help. And that is when they will go and refresh their databases and see that, do you meet the criteria, the eligibility criteria? Do you meet it? If you don't meet it, that is when they are going to tell you, regardless of all the money you've thrown into their economy, regardless of the time you spent, the resources, the hard work you put in, they will tell you to leave their country. Why? Because one, you came in with fake documents. A typical example is these 700 Indian graduates. 700. A lot of people, all of them came into the country thinking they had genuine documents. Little did they know that they were all fake. So they got into the country, studied for 4 years. Studying in Canada for just 1 year. Everything inclusive. You can spend, even if your tuition fee is like $18,000, you can spend like close to 25 to 30,000 Canadian dollars because you are going to feed, you are going to pay your bills, you are going to pay utilities, you are going to pay transport, um, your insurance, everything. It involves a whole lot of things. So please, let's be very careful. Left to me, we should not involve any agent in this. Let's apply on their own. If you and also if you don't have your ways of what applying to these schools, you can book an appointment. We can talk. Then we will go through the whole process of applying and stuff. These agents, they are all in for the money. That is what they are in for. So please, let's be very careful when we are indulging their services. Let's be very careful. I wish everyone greatness, and I wish you all success in your school applications. This is not something to deter us from applying. This is not something to what scare us. This is actually for our own good. International students for our own good. Because once you leave your country and you are coming into Canada to study, it involves a whole lot. You are leaving your family, you are here on your own. If you have a wife, maybe you come with her through the spousal open work permit. Fine. But if you don't have any wife or husband, you come in alone. You are going to throw in money into this. And throughout your process, what this new reform is about is to alert you and protect you from these fraud. So you don't feel that you've thrown your money away and you get depressed and stuff. They want the good for us. That's why they brought out this what reform. And after you are done schooling, they want to retain you into the economy. They want to give you a job here so you can pump more money for them because you'll be paying your taxes and stuff. So in diverse ways, they are helping us. So let's be very careful when we are indulging these services. I wish you all the best, guys. Today is really going to be a very short session, right? So if you have any comments, kindly leave them in the comment section. I will address them for you. Thank you guys for watching me. We still have 17 people. Thank you guys for watching me. Thank you guys. This is actually our first stream. It's actually our first ever. Thank you very much for watching me. Thank you guys for the love you shown me. Thank you very much. And henceforth, it's always going to be English. No speaking of local dialect here. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I love you all. The love is so great. Thank you. And kindly subscribe, like this video so other people can also see it and benefit from it. As this is a new reform RCC has brought out. And kindly share it to all your loved ones. Thank you very much, guys. I love you all.